are going to be there, so I'm
Yeah.
definitely going to be high-fiving and getting close to those people because I mean, hopefully this is kind of a sign of things that cool community events that could come
Yeah.
out of this if
This
it's
is a really
successful.
cool tournament. We'll have to see who gets to make it to those finals. No weird item starts, really. Hopefully Nasus gets down the board this time.
Hey, but you want to know what's good about this game so far?
What?
Cleanse still online.
Yes. That's going to make a huge difference. Well, I mean, the double golems are too. Twitch Leona want to go for it, though. They're going to fight him. That's going to happen. Although Zach's going to be really nearby, so that's kind of dangerous. Because it looks like he's just going to go with red. Zach's animations are so hilarious.
They're pretty awesome. Like
You just flail around, make yourself big, your arms flailing all over the place.
I actually like the skin because it has the different animation on its spells. I didn't get to see it till a tournament game the other night. I think it's when casted the ESA finals, wasn't it? They played Zach with the purple skin or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, right.
That looked like it looks like a recolor, but it's actually like it has like more spiky tendrils when he does his AoE attack and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that skin a lot.
I did not even notice that.
Just don't need to pay more attention to the details, man. No sure.
I know.
All right. Let's see how this
Oh,
one
I
goes. Tarek getting the beat down here now.
Taking the beats again, man. Doing a little better. Then he's gonna go in and take the last little bit. Looks like.
All right, so at least better this time around.
Yeah, a little bit better. They're gonna go help with the red too this time. Twitch is gonna go right to lane.
Yeah, so that's going to be a pretty quick come around. And again, this kind of feeds into what seems like their typical strategy, which is just get Zach to level 3 really quick and then just roam him top. You know, in this case, last time it was easy to just go blue-red, and this time it's going to be the other way around. Hop over that blue, and we should see him top more than likely, I believe.
So, with them actually helping on red, that golem advantage is actually not going to be too big.
Because they got there a little bit later.
Yeah, like Leona's almost level 2. They're still going to be able to level 2 all in. If they want to do it. I don't think it'll get a kill this time, but they can do it.
Well, yeah, they won't have the cleanse down.
And they killed that ward.
Oh, wow.
Really well done there by Leona and Twitch.
Yeah, they have some really good zone action going right now.
Got the 2. Are they going to go for it?
Oh, Rise could fall. Looks like it's going to be close. Ignite's going to be just short onto him, and they try to do the all-in onto OMG Bear and Virus, and they get him very, very low again. It's kind of establishing that dominance in the bot lane, and a lot of action going off. But like we kind of called earlier, it was either going to be top or it was going to be that mid lane focus. And this time around, it actually was Rise that got picked on here.
Yeah, and there's nothing he's going to have to watch out. If he takes one more of those, he's going to go down.
Yeah, he went the really heavy health pot and mana potion start, which I actually kind of like with a tier because it gets you part of your tier really, really quickly.
He's zoned right now. He needs just Nocturne to come. Hold.
Looks like Orion actually went the Fairy Charm pots and a ward start actually here to help her out. No, my gosh. Now we're going to be able to pick up a kill. Nicely done. Counting that one out. And I mean, really, really well done, I think.
That's a really big swing there.
Yeah, I mean, if the one lane you didn't want to give up a first blood to, and the one I'm banking my money on it was Pone's Guns, and he pulls it off, even after taking a lot of good attack dissonance harass underneath turret. I mean, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, he almost died about 3 times there.
Yeah, unfortunately, only took one ward to mid and put the ward in the bot side, which, I mean, I don't mind that placement because it protects your bottom jungle, potentially, but it doesn't cover your top side and was still way too pushed up. And Oriana is actually notoriously bad. Well, I mean, one Rise is great at facilitating ganks, but Oriana is pretty notoriously bad at getting out of ganks if she's too overextended.
Yeah.
Ganked.
If you're going to play with the ward there, you got to play to that side.
Yeah.
And she wasn't. She was playing in the middle or to the top side, and she didn't know where that top side was, and they took advantage of it. Ball and Twitch already went back to buy. which is pretty interesting. Twitch Leona both went back to buy, so
Fortunately for him, he could not buy double Vamp Scepters this time.
no, he's gonna have to go back and get the second one later.
Yeah. He's going to have to farm up some more gold.
Top lane, tanks hitting each other.
This is what they do. So we
Back
don't
to
need
the
to look at
bottom
that
lane.
lane anymore. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Splash.
Flashes coming in here.
Here's the slingshot. It's gonna get there.
Oh, yeah, they get the slow off and gets the AoE. Past the burn flash.
Leona
Fearbash isn't getting out of this.
Oh,
Arrow
they missed
misses.
the skill shot. They're still gonna get it.
Yeah, Ravenite doing the
He's-
Gumby arms.
He can die and it'll be fine. You can't do anything about it.
Yeah, and especially even, I mean, the only time he would be really in trouble if he died on a turret and the turret could target him, but yeah. Oh wow, another initiation on. Oh wow, was not prepared for that. With the mana, and is not able to get the.
I might go down.
Yeah, Taffy guy. I
Yeah,
think is
just the
done.
passive. Taffy guy's going down. Passive for Zach blown, but he did get out of tower range, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, worth it completely right there. And they should be able to take, if they really want to put pressure on this, they should be able to take down this turret pretty quickly. We do see the only person here is Zero Bash, but Zero Bash isn't going to be able to do anything but die if she comes down towards that turret.
Yeah. So that's going to be a really big advantage there.
And that's kind of more what I expected for them to try to pull off a play there. And then, again, there was just that Zac initiation wasn't, aware of like how far he really could initiate there. It was able to catch Twitch and the aftermath just run everybody else down. And I think even for that matter, I mean, I think that unless you've seen his animations too, I mean, maybe they didn't even key off that that's what he was doing when he kind of locked into the ground. And because normally, like if you see that, I mean, he's in view range. It's like that should be the easiest spell shield ever for Nocturne, but probably didn't know that it was coming.
Yeah. Well, Ravenite going to be a big factor again this game. Have to see if Pong's going to assert some dominance. He's Rise though, so probably not. Not for a little while anyways. But he does have an early tier and he's going to get that stacking up. Already got 100 bonus mana on it. And he hasn't even got blue buff yet. He's probably going to go pick that up right now. Yep.
And the other general problem might be for him too, as this game goes on, is now that bottom turret's taken down, if they decide to rotate over pressure, I mean, he's gonna have to pull over help. That's gonna slow down his levels and just in general, like his ability to just like farm up or do anything really. But looks like Varus coming back to lane by himself, shooting out those arrows. And Nocturne might try to go in on him. He does have his ult, but they're going to need some sort of pick off to start off, at least it looks like. But he is by himself for the most part, besides Tark just finally just catching up towards him. But they have no vision in this brush, so they really can't go in on it. But Nocturne just being the patience, waiting for him to show up, and then I'm sure this initiation is going to come in.
Malphite's teleported back to lane, it looks like, at some point. So there's the possibility of a Nasus teleport in as well here. Be the Bunny just being super patient here, but he's gonna be out of range. He's gonna have to back off. Go back to farming. It's a little bit of waste of time there.
Yeah, it is. I mean, just didn't really want to pull the trigger ever right there. But with that kind of lineup, I mean, Twitch isn't really that far behind. Like, I think they could have been just forced it right there and probably came out pretty good. I mean, they still have flash down for Varus. So.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have a lot of outs there. And if they knew teleport was down on Malphite, then like that was like a no-brainer. Because the only thing that would maybe make me hold the trigger would be the Malphite coming in. But
yeah. For sure. Yeah, that could be a game changer.
I think Ravenite just hopped the wall to come in there and try to get a potential gang off that, and Demon just says no, walks away from it. And now we actually see the catalyst for Rise. This is where he starts to get a little bit more beefy and might throw his weight around a little bit.
Yeah, Debump did burn the ghost there though, so still a successful gank. If he comes back, he'll probably be able to do some damage, especially with that Malphite ult. If those two ults together, I don't know if Debump's going to be going anywhere fast.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to maybe try to, I mean, even if they... I don't know if they've been paying attention to wards too. It's like I feel like Nocturne should be able to get on we should kind of see his presence at least at some point. I'm not really seeing it, but Ponestone's eating a lot of damage here. Actually, oh my gosh, the command shockwave actually pulls him closer to the turret. He's able to get out of it. Not quite what they wanted. Needed him to be on the near side of Rise, actually to pull more towards them, but didn't work out. Now Nocturne actually hovering down over here, although they did get Rise low, so maybe they feel like that's the time with him low to come in here on the Dragon. They also have Malphite rotating up. Teleport is still up for Nasus, so he could come down on this one, although I think they actually had their ward die, so they're going to need to throw up a ward if they were going to engage on it, but yeah, they're just farming up out of this one. They're not going for it. No vision.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an extension of the lead there, up to 2,000 now.
Ooh, mid's in trouble. The pain train's coming. That's not what you want. And Rise turned around, thought about it, then a Malphite flies in his face. Good night, Bones Cones. Not going to happen.
Well, at least he got 2 ults. The Nocturne should be able to get out. Yeah, so should be able to clear a couple more creeps and then go back.
And so the thing I don't like about, like, the pink ward establishment right there is, like, you put down a pink ward, you killed one ward, but Dragon's gone. That pink ward's going to be gone before Dragon comes up. Like, the allocation of that resource to put a pink ward there, like, really doesn't help you that much. So it's get you a little bit of gold.
I do not like that. She had a flash there from Leona trying to get Zac. I still just think a lot of that's coming down to they just don't know what that champ does.
Yeah, and that's why it's a good pickup. I mean, coming back to that story we talked about a little bit earlier, and Nocturne able to spell shield it, I guess, because the shockwave didn't pull him, but Ignite doesn't matter. Able to pick him up. And
yeah,
I mean, this
Be the Bunny just not having the same effect. Yeah, they're getting bullied around. Be the Bunny is not. I mean, he's got a decent amount of farm, but he's just not being able to pull off the same. Other than that one ward yank, hasn't really been effective.
But the thing is, like, he's had his, like, normally the thing is, like, once you hit, like, 6, it's like, all right, it's go time, and we haven't even seen him pop the ult, like, even, like, to protect someone, like, defensively or anything. And
he's level 8 now.
That just kind of says to me that, like, you know, if you're, maybe he's, like, stuck a little bit in the Amumu mindset where it's, like, farm up, get to 6, and, like, you know, he's kind of trained to, like, go in and for the big AoE team fight and look for the team fights, and maybe just doesn't quite have the aggression down for, you know, paranoing in, just starting stuff.
Yeah.
This seems to be what's happening on this a little bit to him. And, you know, farm-wise, actually, they're doing, besides top lane, they're actually doing decently well. I mean, Twitch actually has a pretty decent farm lead over Varus.
Yeah.
And if you look in the mid lane, of course, Ponestone's still holding it down there. So, I mean, they're not doing too bad.
Yeah, they're just losing out on objectives here.
Yeah, and with that early turret down, I actually expect them to rotate a little bit out earlier and maybe throw that Varus at mid lane and put some more pressure there, but they really actually haven't done that either. They're just kind of...
Yeah, Twitch is just... All that's happened since that turret's gone down is Twitch has built the lead bot lane.
Yeah.
I mean, he's behind, but that's because of objectives. It's nothing to do with that lane.
Yeah, and which is the exact reason why you used to not take down turrets early. Like, the reason you do take down turrets now, it's just simply because you're like, all right, okay, like, we take down this one, we rotate around, we take a bunch of the outer turrets, bing, bang, boom, we gain huge map presence and control, and that's what we want to do out of it. Instead, what they've done is they just did the exact reason why you used to not do it in Season 2, or at least what the thought pattern was. It was like, hey, if you take down the turret too early, they're going to get to farm for so long, and that's going to actually be a detriment to us to take down this turret.
Yeah. And that's what's happened for them. They are taking a peek there. Nope, they're going back down. But Zac's there, so
they might start
something could happen.
Here. Leona's going to meet him.
Leona's going to be in trouble. Twitch will be fine. No, Twitch is going in. Twitch is not going to be fine.
Leona trying to get him down to pick him up. Let's bounce in effect, trying to slow him down. Gets another slow and an exhaust to follow as well. Nocturne, oh, there it is, finally. Might be able to slow him down here. Leona is going to be picked up. Twitch is going to escape with just a hair of life. Oh my gosh, 25 hit points. And it looks like 100-ish hit points for Be the Bunny. Needs to deke down to maybe get some protection from Ponestones. Actually might run up. We'll see what they actually do here. And we actually have a teleport down from D-Bum, as well as Malphite's in the business now too, so
everybody's
back up us. D-Bum doesn't even have any mana, so I don't know what he's gonna do, because it's not gonna be fight. Oh, the flash teleport, but the Ghost's going to give him just enough distance. Orion trying to run this one needs to throw down a dissonance for a team to help him catch up, because that would have worked. But
Yes.
in this case, nope, they're getting away, and just going to be pressure on mid in response.
Sacrificial Leona was the only one that went down there. That was actually quite well done, given the circumstances.
G-Bear. Oh no. Put very, very low by that turret. Ryze did not like that in his face. That hurt.
Yeah, they're going to get mid turret out of this if they push it.
Yeah, they got a lot of members low off of that pressure. Just weren't quite expecting it. And now they have the swing back. Potential dissonance is going to be able to clear most of the wave. So yeah, both these teams fighting out, but definitely the lower members on the side of Hydra mid, Hydra carry, and they still have a lot of their ults down.
D-Boom was going to go back, but there's a big wave pushing your tower. Go up and get it. Yeah, it looks like they're going to let that go. Everybody's going to be able to back off.
Ryze getting picked down again. Going to try to trade this one out, but with the Varus support, is going to be able to pick up the kill and not get dissipate from Chaos. So a good, really good pickup there. Be able to take him down. It looks like he's still trying to go for that Rod of Ages, and he doesn't have enough money for it yet, so not going to be able to convert that anytime soon. Interesting, he has a ruby crystal.
Yeah. Not really sure what that's for.
Yeah, I mean, get rid of that ruby crystal, you'd have yourself a Rod of Ages right now. Maybe it was just like some point where he was getting into a fight real quick, or he's going out and just wanted the stats real quick. But I have no idea necessarily what he's going to do with that. Because, I mean, haunting guys isn't a typical item on Ryze. But that would be one of the main things. Or unless you want to put it and make another catalyst. I mean, but that's usually when you're rolling and really far ahead. You can go double catalyst early and go double Rod of Ages.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I think you would have that in his inventory. Unless we missed another double clip Vamp Scepter action. Since Raven Knight's here, gonna initiate, tries to initiate over the wall on the Twitch, but is just short, and still just kind of toying around with him, trying to bait something out here. Ryze and Nasus, though, flanking on the left-hand side. Not gonna happen. They are split, though, so if they pick one side, just collapse on it, I mean, they can get it.
They're gonna group up here, though.
Yeah, they just kind of...
Now they have a better position on Dragon, although they definitely do not want to start it here. They're gonna lose that fight.
Oh, here comes the long-range initiate from downtown. Nope. Gets canceled.
Good choice. They need to get out of here. They want to be the ones coming into the pit, not the ones being in the pit.
Yeah, exactly. But they need to kind of pick a side to group up on, though, because that's kind of their problem right now. Is they don't want to be completely grouped because there's obviously the initiation between, Ori Ball, Malphite would be too devastating. But at the same time, you don't want to have it so they just pick 3 of you and then kill 3 of you and then it's 2v5. That's not going to work either. So here might be their chance. They don't have that Amumu ult, though. That really big AoE is going to be on Leona. That has to be really well placed. Leona gets in there, might throw down the stun. Will we see the Dragon pressure? Dragon not low enough, though, and Twitch kind of out by himself. Shockwave misses everybody, so that's actually huge in this team fight. And we see Zach try to reinitiate back on to Twitch right there, and Nadiba picking up some kills here. Now they're re-engaging on this one. It looks like it's going bad for Hydra mid, Hydra carry. They haven't had a kill yet, although Zach is going to be able to pick up one, and now we get to play the mini game. Should be easy to clean up here, though, for Gforces, so they come out pretty good on that one.
Yeah, and Be the Bunny got the smite down too, so they picked up the dragon as well.
And Zero Dash finishing off the Malphite.
Let's make this game even. Why not? They're gonna get a turret here too, probably the bot turret, and possibly even the mid turret. I don't know how low that one is. They probably shouldn't be able to get that one. They're gonna get the bot turret, and that's gonna bring it dead even.
Yeah, I mean that was a huge play for Gforces. Totally breathed life into him right there. 4 for nothing, and you're able to pick off a turret and a dragon off of this because they're definitely getting bot lane.
Well, they lost the Nocturne, so it was a 4 for 1.
Oh,
but
okay.
That's a huge swing.
Zach did pick
getting 2,000 global gold, and then they got the 4 kills on them as well.
And it looks like they actually might lose mid turret actually in response to this stuff.
Yeah.
The turrets are going to be even.
Get that up.
A butterfly could fall on that one and be gone.
Yeah, that's true.
It might not explode so fantastically, but it would still crumble.
That's gonna happen the other way pretty soon too. And actually, the top lane, they've actually got quite a bit more damage on it. You're going to get the creeps doing a little bit to help it out here. Malphite will be able to save that one, no problem. But, you know, it went from a game that was starting to snowball a little bit. You had your mid, had your carry's favor, and they were able to bring it back with a really big fight there.
Yeah, I mean, really nicely executed, and I think a lot of that too was just part of the fact that Shockwave just completely missed everybody, and
Yeah.
it does happen. I mean, I think, you know, the reason, you know, a lot of people like, I mean, good Orianna players are great. Oh, a little bit of engagement here onto Zero Vash. Might catch her out, just trying to put down a ward, tries to get over here, make something up. I'm just going to try to waste time for this teleport to come in. Needs to cancel that, though. Oh, but D-Boom comes in. I don't know if he knows he can cancel it, because he should have canceled it. That's brutal. That's brutal.
Oh, you just leave that support to die every time. You don't even consider you're wasting the teleport there.
Yeah.
You had nobody else in position. You don't know where the rest of their team is. You got to play it safe there. And they're probably gonna lose a turret.
Yeah, I mean bad mistake one way, huge mistake the other way, and that's pretty rough. Oh, and here's a big, huge initiation with the ball. Nicely done that time. And that Zac, man, they just not really prepared to deal with this range from Raven Knights. It just keeps bringing in the long-range damage, and especially with having that Orianna. So maybe that Orianna ban last time, you know, was actually ended up being pretty key, even though, you know, it was kind of a, you know, maybe they were kind of gaming them there with the response to it, you know, being like, question mark, why the heck would you do that? And really in response, you know, they actually really wanted that pick versus the Swain.
Yeah, so since that fight, that Leona misstep into that bad Nasus teleport.
Oh, D-Boom coming in here again when you
going a little ham here.
Yeah, I think this is almost like on tilt moments a little bit here too. I mean, without your full team, it's like you have no business going and fighting 1v5, and yeah, that's rough. And more turrets going to be swept away here.
Yeah, they're gonna pick up the top one here, no problem. It's gonna put it to 4-1, and that's gonna stretch it out to a 5k lead in a game that was 4k down and then even, all within the last 3 minutes.
I almost even wonder if that dragon fight was like a wake-up call for the team, and they were like, all right, we need to actually really lock this down. And unfortunately, this had some favorable things. If there's that Nocturne, basically able to dodge the first part of it, backs off out of it. Yeah, he shouldn't even, has no business out here by himself actually defending this area, that's for sure.
Yeah, and Raz being bottom, they don't want that. I mean, if
they need him. They need Pone's gun.
Hydra mid, Hydra carry thinks about it here. They just keep pushing that lane.
Yeah, if we look, Ryze actually is going for that double Rod of Ages, so that's actually why he had the Ruby Crystal. And
alright.
So stacking up
he
one
wants to be
really
real big.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that build actually is pretty good, but you usually see it more when someone just gets a really big, huge lead, which he didn't quite have. I mean, he was doing well, but it was...
Yeah.
Wasn't quite the level he needed. Pushes
this
up
game
bottom.
could go really late, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's...
They do have the better late team, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they have 3 time bombs, essentially, that are going to be great late game. You know, Nocturne, not so much. Looking at his build, looks like right now he's set more offensively, but he's going to have to go tankier.
Yes.
He's going to want to be what this team needs. He needs to kind of switch gears as we get farther along in this game.
Might be able to get this mid turret here. They're not going to force it, though. They don't know where the team is. Safe to back off there. So we've got pretty similar goals between the AD carries. We've got an Infinity Edge versus Blade of the Rune King. There's a little bit more damage on Varus right now. Gum's going to get this turret top because Malphite and Nasus can't do anything to each other.
Malphite has something here at least, and has some support coming in to try to protect him. Is going to get off that second slow. That is going to be enough probably to run him down here. We'll see. He's probably going to turn around and throw the Wither on him, but it's not going to be enough here. There's the Wither, and here's the engagement. That's going to be a pickup again on him, but...
They're gonna... Twitch should just keep pushing here.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to, though. He's backing off.
Yeah, they have Orianna coming in.
They saw the whole team up there. They're not going to get there in time to defend if they want to go for it. Orianna's there, though. Yeah, they're not going to get anything done.
Yeah, both...
that could have been a free Baron there, too.
Yeah. I mean, they have so many resources bottom. Yeah, I think that would have been a great Baron call.
They're gonna go for the dragon here, maybe. Gonna see what's going on.
Well, they did see Orianna bot, so that is, they do know that they don't have to worry about, facing a 5-man there. They would be 4v4, but, I mean, the fact that it is going to be 5v4, you don't have your teleport back up yet. Almost up.
Watch out.
Leona just getting in there, hopping into the backlands onto Varus right away. Twitch actually with a nice flank here, but followed by Alt Shockwave sucks him into the enemy team. Nocturne initiating onto the backlands, trying to get in there. Twitch getting zoned out here, and Ponescone's diving way in there to get Varus. And now we see Dio coming to the fight, but he's way too late. There's still 4 very healthy members for Hydra mid, Hydra carry, and just great pickups for them.
Yeah, that's going to be a Baron and inhibitor, one of the two, and they're going to go for Baron, it looks like.
Yeah, DM not going to be able to defend that by himself. He can be as valiant as he wants this time around, but he's going to be giving up another kill.
Yeah, just the positioning there, they were split again at Dragon. And I guess they might be doing that because of the devastation that can go down for Malphite or Zac just charging into their team with a Ori ball on them. As basically Ponescones and Taffy Guy just got completely obliterated there by that. One of them did get out, but they completely lost the fight just from those 2 skills alone. But, I mean, Leona and Nocturne were completely separate from their carries, and that's not what you want in those fights.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't know if they have enough to protect Twitch this time and Ryze to be able to... I mean, Ryze is eventually just going to be tanky enough to deal, but how fed is their team going to be by that point?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just kind of one of those scenarios where, like, yes, Gforces can, like, as a red team, I believe, like, you throw this to if you throw this to late game, it's like their team. I think their team comp still just like wins out, but the problem is you keep getting too many people caught, and the exhaust goes down from Taffy Guy, and yeah, that's a kill. Man alive, just unfortunately, Gforces is kind of losing their composure here, losing their discipline. I mean, it worked so. I mean, they're fired up so much in game 2. And now just, I mean, Hydra mid, Hydra carry just pouring it all over him. Like,
yep.
Really turning it on this game. And impressive. And they have I mean, this team comp is really, really scary to deal with in the stage of the game they're at. And unfortunately, they've just won too many team fights now that the number of, chances they need to get back in for Gforces is going to become a little bit too many here. We'll see if they're able to pull something off, though. I mean, if they can somehow stall this out, they'll be good. They haven't really lost a base turret yet.
Here comes a big dive.
Oh, man. Yeah, there it is again. That initiation, so strong. Underneath turrets are so tanky right now. It's like, really, unless you have, I mean, the other problem, too, is, like, they keep getting, like, segmented. Like, it's, like, really small groups that come off the base's objective. Sometimes it's just one person. But Ryze in mid lane, I mean, like, what is he going to do there? Now Nocturne can't do anything. I mean, Twitch can sit there and spray and pray all he wants on this team, but at this point, it's like third down.
Well,
down.
He can actually only spray and pray for about 2 seconds, probably.
Yeah.
And then he's going to get blown out by something. There we go. Didn't even get to spray and pray.
Yeah, and I think really just the teamwork is kind of, as we see here, it's kind of broke down for Gforces. Like,
yep.
Yeah, and that's just the way this game is, and that's the difference in this game pretty much this time around. I mean, besides a great, obviously, initiation AoE lineup, but this is a scary lineup. And the Orianna, but besides that one miss with the dragon fight that was won, like, otherwise, like, the ball control and putting on the people that it needs to be on and executing it right has been on point.
Yep.
So props to Chaos.
Yeah, their whole team's been doing really well. And they just brought up the CC team that they've been going up against the last couple games. Just a little bit different, but really effective. And they've kind of gone up against a team they've seen a couple different versions of. And they look like they figured out what to do.
Yeah, again, both teams kind of, first game, the Trinamir caught them off guard. Second game, they adapted to it correctly. And this time, Hydra mid, Hydra carry just adapted better and pulled out a better lineup, and honestly, Malphite wasn't banned at all in any of the games.
Yeah.
Jason,
he's starting to not be banned out as much, but we're actually seeing him at all levels a little more again.
Well, the truth is like at first, like I was just kind of like, like I don't like when I was trying to learn top lane, I was like, I know Malphite, but he's banned a lot, or it's like I don't even know if I'm gonna get to play him. But then like when I looked at like stats for like LCS and competitive tournaments, like whenever Malphite is played on a team, the team pretty much wins. Like it's like pretty compelling. It's like something like 80-90% win rate or something with Malphite, like in competitive play, which tells you that like he's just such a huge factor. And even when he's behind, like that ult is so devastating. He just gets onto that enemy AD carry, shuts him down. Like, and if you have an Orianna back in him too, I mean that combo is just so potent.
Yep.
But I mean, this kind of team comp they have too, I still feel like it's really is still just like a mid game team. Like they don't have any really huge damage dealers out of everybody that is here in their lineup, and so like if you weather that storm and they're not really able to get off the pickoffs and the big team fights that they did have, I mean, I think Gforces had this in the bag, but again, just really good execution. How'd you carry? It tickles the Malphite.
That is spray and pray on him.
Yeah.
And it is doing nothing.
Yeah, and they have two bottom trying to do like a split push maneuver, but Malphite pretty much holding it off by himself. And instead they're gonna get
he's
3v4
he's
here.
definitely going to. If he wants to ult, he's got that kill.
Just the Zac issue. He still has the ball on him. Like, it's still not any. It's still no bueno. The reinitiate.
Missing the ult in there.
Rise trying to buy as much time as he can. It looks like. Oh wow. Malphite kills Twitch, and now Nocturne chases. Oh no. Oh no. Tragedy. Disaster.
Yeah, I was just waiting for that to happen. I said as soon as he ulted, Twitch was dead. There's nothing he could do. Yeah, just gonna win that 1v2. They're gonna take another inhibitor.
Yeah, they're just playing around at this point. I don't quite know what's gonna happen this one, but I almost expect them to possibly surrender here, because it looks like they're just throwing stuff out there. They're throwing darts at the wall, and it's not even hitting the dartboard. It's like it's hitting the floor, hitting his buddy in the arm.
Taffy guy in chat when he did that ult and did no damage throughout the in all chat. Check this DPS, you're going down.
Yeah. I mean, he basically only has an Infinity Edge at this stage of the game, which, yes, is good, but
not as good as an Infinity Edge, Blade of the Rune King, and a Last Whisper.
And it's not as good as a Sunfire Cape, Grail, and Glacial Shroud, that's for sure.
And Tabbies.
Yep. Brutal damage. So yeah, I expect Hydra Carry to potentially close this one out soon. I mean, they already got 2 inhibitors down. All that's standing is this mid turret, and should be able to wrap this one up and move on to the finals, it looks like. But, there's going to be a row of Zac. Zac, the #1 enemy. Got to run him down. He has triple buff.
Yeah, and obviously being a huge factor in the game, sitting at 8-1 and 9. Only missing out on 6 kills. That's a dead bum.
Is an attempt to try to live. Yeah, this game's over. Wrapping it up, and I think that's basically the farewell. It should be the coup de grace. Bo. Picking up Nocturne was gonna live before that Dazzle came in, and gets off the flash, and Riot's gonna have to fight from Fountain if he's gonna survive.
Not really sure. Raven Knight kind of backed out a little bit there. Could have secured that one for sure.
He just wants to keep reinitiating. That's the key.
Yeah, just gotta go out and get that slingshot going again. I fully expect a slingshot into the Fountain here at some point.
Wow, yeah.
See you later, Post Guns.
Yeah, I think this game too. I think again, Zac was a huge factor this game. It's like much like the Tryndamere in Game 1. It's just like they didn't know what to do to deal with him.
Yeah. And they don't have an extra game to figure it out this time.
Yep. Congratulations to Hydra Carry, and I also want to give big props to Gforces. They actually put on a pretty good game in Game 2, and I'm actually pretty impressed with them. Able to come up with a win here and take it to a Game 3. So, congrats to both teams, and I guess I'll see some of the winners or some of the people, at least the people that live in California. I'll see them in 2 weekends again, I guess. So yeah, thanks for joining me here, the Pimp Imp, and everybody that tuned into the stream.